So children, our today's topic is a brief account of evolution. In this you can see that first of all they have started that about 2000 million years ago the first life cell has arisen on this earth, okay, from the non-cellular aggregate. This all we have seen in the theory of origin of life proposed by Operon Helden. He only have proposed this, that from the macromolecules the first cell is formed. Okay, after that around the first cell the membranous envelope, that is the membrane of the protein, was formed. Around the would have formed, that means it is been proposed by Operon and Helden. This is the first time that from the macromolecule the first cell is formed from the non-cellular aggregate. Now after that the release of oxygen. So this is been explained, or this is been thought that oxygen would have formed by the light reaction, because in the cell the light harvesting pigments were formed, and by harvesting the solar energy the splitting of water in the presence of light had been taken place and the oxygen is formed. So that the formation of oxygen was the second step during the course of evolution. Then the third point, in the third point they are saying this diagram is about the evolution of plants and this is about the evolution of animal. Here you can see that the history of earth is being divided into various eras: Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Cenozoic era, and again it is divided into various periods: Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian, and all that. Similarly here also these periods are how many years ago these periods were there: 350 million years ago, 300 million years ago, and like that. So here they are, actually the description part is mixed. In this the animal and plants evolution line by line they have mixed, but you are to separate. I am sending the notes, separate notes of evolution of plants and animal. Now you are here coming to that 500 million years ago the first invertebrates were formed, which is not shown here. They have here shown the history of 350 million years ago, but we may add here that 500 million years ago the invertebrates were formed. And after that they were saying that after the invertebrates the jawless fishes, Petromyzon like fishes, the jawless fishes were formed. Then here again they are adding about the plants, that plants were formed much before than the animals, like the seaweeds and few plants were existed much before than the animal. They are saying that when the animals were formed on this earth the plants were widespread and they were invading on the land. After that here they are adding one point of coelacanth, that is very important. What is the importance of coelacanth in the history of evolution? The question is like that. So you are to add all these points. This was about 350 million years ago. Okay, go back. Then these type of animal like coelacanth, they were able to live in water and land both. Okay, and these were found 350 million years ago. And in 1938 in South Africa this type of coelacanth fish was caught, but now it is extinct, now it is not found, and this is a low fins type of fish. And then here we are coming that this is the ancestor of amphibians. And what type of amphibians? The frog and the salamander. तो इसमें कितने पॉइंट ऐड करने हैं कि ये 350 मिलियन ईयर्स अगो प्रिडिक्ट किया जाता है. ये फिश टाइप एनिमल है जिसमें स्टाउट और स्ट्रॉन्ग इसका they were having the stout and strong fins and they could move both on land and water. साउथ अफ्रीका के अंदर इसका was to be found but now it is extinct. ये लो फिन टाइप की कैटेगरी में आता है, इसको एंसिस्टर मानते